Say some shit. What do you want to talk about?
Whatever. Ask me questions. What do you want to know?
You seem a little melancholy.
Melancholy? I don't know what that means.
Melancholy. It's like you're in a little funk, you know?
Melancholy? I hardly even knew it.
This is Brandon John Repa. I have convinced this man to take me away from the safety of suburban life so that I may experience the danger and thrill of fishing. Our first stop will be his father's house.
There's my dog.
You got a dog?
Rose. Hello, Mr. Rose.
Let's go. Where is all this jab?
I don't know. We got them all throughout the whole house.
Got the whole house. That's pretty neat. Hey.
We have come here to acquire some fishing equipment, which will prove invaluable to our journey.
Don't mind the mess. This is all from Shelly's other house.
Other house?
Yeah, she's got a house up in the city.
Repa digs through various knickknacks and doodads. I feign interest, but have no idea what he's talking about.
What's that?
Rapala crankbaits, crappie nibbles, Yama Senkos, my old wacky tool. These are all deep runners. My bait towel.
You seem very knowledgeable.
I've worked in a hunting and fishing store for 4 years.
Oh yeah, you gotta like bullshit with people a lot, don't you?
I got my Fluger Patriarch here, and then I got my St. Croix Avid rod. I really like this rod. It's got really nice action to it. I'm trying to decide which one I want to use, either that one or this one. It's another St. Croix, except this is an Avid X. Then here I got my Shimano Sahara 2500.
Ooh, that's real nice.
Get it? It's real nice.
See, this is why I picked you for a documentary. I knew you'd get them.
It's gonna help my acting career out quite a bit, isn't it?
And with this comment of self-denial, we have everything we need.
I almost stole this hat from my dad the other day.
However, we are briefly struck with curiosity for the plethora of hats that lie in the rafters.
See if
My dad got this when he went bear hunting in 2002, I believe. Yeah, 2002.
And you were just gonna steal it?
I thought about it. Or I was gonna take this one. Old Farts Kid.
Oh, classy.
I know, right? And I dig this one too. Street Creek Marina, Truman Lake.
Truman.
Truman Lake.
A thrilling exchange.
Okay, I think we're good.
Okay.
And with that, we set off. Our destination is Repa's grandmother's house, an alleged oasis of fish.
So on Friday, I was at work, and when I came out, my grandma was leaning up against the wall, just staring out the window. And so I said, "Hey, what are you doing?" And she didn't answer me. So I said it again louder. I was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And she didn't answer me. So I went up to her and I jabbed her in the side. And she jumps up and just goes, "Ah!" She turns around and she goes, "What the hell is wrong with you? What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm just trying to make sure you're all right, because I asked you what you were doing like 4 times. You didn't say anything." And she goes, "I'm fine. I'm just waiting to talk to Sue because she's on the phone." And she just completely flipped her lid on me, and I just didn't understand it whatsoever.
What a crazy woman.
I know.
Needless to say, my expectations for this woman are through the roof. But our journey is lengthy, giving me ample opportunity to daydream about the fishing that lies ahead.
Did I ever tell you one time I came over here with my grandma, was like at work, and she was, "Hey, what's your earth?" No, my mom called me and told me to come over here. So I came over here and half the backyard was in flames.
No, you didn't tell me about
I
that.
never told you about that?
No.
Yeah, I come over here and literally, this half of the backyard is just black, and the other half of the backyard is smoking and in flames.
Classic.
And I said, "What the hell did you guys do?" My grandma goes, "Well, we started a fire over there, and then I thought it was out, so I went in and took a nap."
I thought it was that.
The first thing I learned is that Repa suffers from ornithophobia,
All these fucking ducks. God, I hate ducks.
or at the very least, he strongly dislikes birds.
See if I can hook that swan. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here, swan. Go away.
Eventually, our avian friends depart, and we begin fishing.
Gotta let it sink a little bit first.
After several uneventful minutes, Repa performs a water ritual to attract some fish. I initially have my doubts, but it aids us in catching this wild stick, which we humanely set free. After standing around for several more minutes, I become bored. While looking around, I find this interesting stump and these twigs. I also look up at the sky for several moments. Finding all of this to be an incredible waste of time, I check back with Repa.
So, There used to be a playground right behind you, like probably about 5 feet. And then my dad decided he wanted to burn it, so we burned it.
Looks real nice.
It is real nice, Bart.
Just as this yard's history of arsony begins to make me nervous, something exciting happens.
Got a fish, Repa.
Uh-huh.
Look at that.
Nice little bass.
A truly robust specimen, and a quick picture shows our victory to the internet. Having collected our trophy, we then set the beast free, but it proves to be the first catch of many.
Damn it.
There you go. That's how you catch them.
He demeans this fish with a kiss to establish dominance.
That's animal cruelty.
Mm-hmm.
It won't be caught dead swimming around here again. But just as we begin our streak, disaster strikes. Repa's failure to properly reel in his line has resulted in it snapping in half. We journey over to his sack, where he has mending utensils. The line must be mended before we can continue fishing. Again, he tries to explain what he's doing, but I really have no idea what he's talking about, so I'm gonna fast forward through this part. And just like that, the line has been mended, and we continue our fishing.
Did you get another one?
The fish seem to enjoy this new line quite a bit. We catch this one, and then this one, and then this one, and then we decide to go home. And that's pretty much all that happened on my fishing trip with Brandon Repa. In hindsight, it wasn't the most exciting experience, and I've come to learn that for me, fishing is a case of catch and release. But what I won't be releasing are all the wonderful memories that I made in this fire-damaged backyard with my friend. And maybe, just maybe, that's what fishing is really about. But probably not.